So in this video, I'm pretty much going to talk about friends, type of friends you want in your life, and the type of friends you don't want. So I'm pretty sure most of us probably have some friends we hang out with or maybe talk to on the phone. I mean, I got my own friends I hang out with, even though I don't really hang out with any recently. And I'm planning a trip with one of them, but we will see. Supposed to be this year, but that coronavirus happened. So let's go to chapter 4, verse 7 of Proverbs. Chapter 14, verse 7 of Proverbs. What does it say? Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. So what does this mean? Stay away from a fool. You're not going to find knowledge on their lips. Well, pretty much what comes out of their mouth is pretty much just foolishness. It's not going to help you in life. I mean, we know people like that in real life. Who could we use, for example, in a TV show? Xander on Buffy. I don't know if y'all watch Buffy. Pretty much foolishness came out of his mouth. But it wasn't always foolishness. Who else you could use? Somebody who's pretty much only foolishness comes out of his mouth. Maybe Bulk and Skull. I don't know if y'all ever watched Power Rangers, but I used to watch it. I was a big fan. When we use Skull, whatever came out of Skull mouth was pretty much foolishness. It really wasn't going to help anybody. I mean, as you know, Bulk foolishness came out of his mouth too, but I think he was a little smarter than Skull. But either way, nothing knowledgeable really came out of their mouths that was like really helpful. It was just foolishness. So pretty much you hang out with people like that, you're not gonna learn anything. What's another verse I wrote down? 13:20. What is it? Walk with the wise and become wise, for the companion of fools suffer harm. So what does this one mean? So it's saying you should hang out with wise people. And like we go back, walk with the wise and become wise. So you're basically gonna get smarter when you hang out with smarter people, with wise people. Who's that example of a wise person? Maybe somebody like Warren Buffett. You hung around him, you probably learn more about money, learn how to manage money. Hang around with Bill Gates, you'll probably learn more about technology and it could probably help you. But of course, what else did it say? Let's go back. For the companion of fools suffer harm. But you hang around with foolish people, like people that just want to do drugs, smoke weed. They sit at home, they don't do anything, they have no job. You hang around with people like that, it can bring you down, it can make you suffer. I mean, some of y'all that are adults now, y'all were probably kids at one point. And your parents probably didn't want you to hang around with certain people because they knew that they were just trouble, that they was pretty much going to bring you down. And you always wonder, why didn't your mom ever want you to hang out with these cool kids? You really liked them. But of course, 10 years later, you realize these same kids you used to hang out with, they're now grown, bouncing in and out of jail. They don't have a job. If they do have a job, it don't last long. They either get fired or they quit. They're pretty much staying home, doing nothing but getting arrested. And you think back and you realize My mom saw something. She was right. If I hung out with these people, I would have probably been just like one of them. So yes, these kind of people, you do not want to be their friends. You want to choose your friends wisely. Proverbs 18, verse 24. What does this one say? One who has unreliable friends soon come to ruins, but there is a friend who sits closer than a brother. So it can be pretty stressful when you have like unreliable friends. It's not pretty cool. Let's use that example. Let's say you have a couple friends with you. Y'all just hanging out. And all of a sudden, there are these three people that just comes out of nowhere. They attack you, they jump you. But your two friends, they're just sitting there, they're not helping you, they're just watching you. That will be an example of an unreliable friend. Because seriously, you can't rely on your friend to keep you safe. It's like, what's the point you even have them? They're just going to watch you get beat up. I mean, that hasn't really happened to me. Well, I'm just using that example. I mean, if your friends are like reliable, in another situation, let's say you are hanging out, you got three friends. We'll say you got 2 or 3 friends with you. So it's like either 3 or 4 of y'all walking around. 5 guys just come out of nowhere, jump you. If your friends are good, they'll stick by you. They'll fight back. Because this thing, 3 on 5 is better than 1 on 5. 4 on 5 is a whole lot better than 1 on 5. Because obviously when it's 4 on 5, the fight is almost even. They'll probably back away. Man, I wish I did have friends like that. I hope my friends are like that. They better help me out. Of course, there's always other ways they can be unreliable. Sometimes you just want a friend to hang out with. You call them, but they just never pick the phone up. There's an emergency. Maybe you have some car problems. You call your friend, but they don't answer the phone. Seriously, that's an unreliable friend. Not cool, is it? No way friends can be unreliable. Let's say you're single. Maybe you have a job, so you don't. This could be a guy or a girl, either one. But let's say you have a job. You don't really have much free time. But you tell your friend you're looking for a girlfriend. You let them know that. But let's say you have that one friend. He knows people. He knows a lot of girls. I mean, this friend could easily hook you up. He could introduce you to them, but he just never does it. That'll be an example of an unreliable friend. And I'm gonna admit it right now. I have a friend like that. Because I don't really go out that much. I told him for years that I was interested in getting a girlfriend. He could help me out. And this guy, he knows people, but he has never introduced any girls to me. I mean, it has been all the way around. Have I known some women? I mean, I would have helped them out. I would have introduced them. Actually, I was thinking about hooking them up, actually, with my sister-in-law's sister. I was thinking about introducing them during Thanksgiving, but at that point, she had just met another guy. In my mind, thinking my friend would do the same thing for me, but kind of find out he's not like that. So he was an unreliable friend. So it's not just fighting. It's not just having a friend that you just talk to, or having a friend to like help you out, and then they turn out to be unreliable. It could be many ways your friend could be unreliable. So those are just ways I point out. But of course, there's a friend who sits close to their brother. And it's true, some friends, they actually are closer than people that actually are your brother. Let's be honest, some of us have that brother, that abusive brother that beats us up. Not me, but maybe some of y'all do. Have that abusive brother that beat you up. But your friend can be really nice. He'd be really friendly. I mean, realistically, who are you gonna like more? That friend that's always by your side, that's treating you right, and that brother that's beating you up? Maybe one day your brother is really beating you up. Your friend picks up a piece of wood, hits your brother in the head, hits your abusive brother in the head, laying on out. You're probably gonna like your friend a lot more, are you? But it's true, some friends actually are closer than people that actually are their actual family. Honestly, I do got friends I'm really close to. But let's say if I suddenly found out I had another brother. Obviously, I'm not going to be as close to him as I am to my friend, because I don't really know him. He's going to have to work this like everybody else to get to know me. So that's another way to put it. Because who knows, just because this guy's my brother doesn't mean he's going to be a good person. He'd be horrible. So I want to point that out. But the truth is, we all got that one friend that sits close to their brother. His name is Jesus Christ. He died on that cross for us. I mean, seriously. I would not die on the cross for my brother. I'm just going to point out that way. I wouldn't die on the cross for him. But this guy, he did it for you. How many people you know that would die on that cross for you? Probably not too many. I don't think there's anybody living who I would die on that cross for. So let's be glad Jesus isn't like me. He took it a step further. He didn't just help beat up the bullies in our lives. He went to hell in our place. So when he died, he did go through hell to defeat death. Then he rose from the dead, so he defeated death. He gave us a choice to go to heaven. So yes, Jesus is the one friend who will sit close to your brother. He'll always have your back. You could always talk to him. I mean, sure, he's not going to hang out with you like your friends do. One day he will when you're in heaven, but when you're on this earth, he won't, but he'll listen to you. He will save you from hell. Just come to him, ask him to save you, and you can be in heaven with him once you're done with this earth. So I hope that y'all like this video. Again, I always say this in my videos. If there's ever like topics you want me to go over, just leave comments down here. And to see future videos, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell button to get notifications, so whenever I make videos, you'll see them. But with that being said, have a good day. Bye for now.